What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Trent from Boys and Girls Club of Marion County, and today we're going to talk about respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. it's a nice song. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take out T-C-T, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, little respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, woo, yeah, little bit, little respect. So, what does respect mean to you? Well, to me, respect means treating everybody fairly, no matter what their race, religion, gender, preferences, or anything is. You just treat everybody fairly. That's what respect means to me. And there are many, many ways that you can show people respect. You can, hold the door open for them. Someone's walking by. Just be polite. Call them by their name, not call people bad names or rude names. But sometimes I kind of feel like that's a little bit too easy. There's something much more to respect that is bigger than how you treat somebody. It's more related to the effort that you make to get to know somebody. And maybe that doesn't make a lot of sense, but what I'm trying to say is there's a big word called empathy. And you've probably heard that word before. And I used to get this word confused with another word called sympathy, but they're two completely different words, and I'll explain those real quick. So, sympathy is more for the case if something really bad happens to somebody, and really all you can do is just feel for them and be there for them, be a hand on their shoulder. And although sympathy doesn't really solve much or help much for the person, there's definitely a place for sympathy in certain situations. But empathy is something a little bit different. Empathy is where you actually feel with the person that's having the problem. So let's say both of us broke our arm, or let's say your friend broke their arm. You're going to feel bad for them. You're going to feel sympathetic. You're going to feel sympathy for them. But, which is what I was saying, if you've both broken your arm, now you have empathy. You both feel what it's like to have a broken arm. Hopefully that makes sense. Because if it does, there's another layer to it that I want to add to, because empathy, and I guess I'm not going to, because there are 3 different elements of empathy, but I'm not going to explain that. Just know that empathy is when you feel with somebody. So it takes you knowing something, being in their shoes to be with them. And what I feel like this relates to respect is because what I was saying, in order to really, really respect somebody, you have to be on their level and know the things that they go through and know what's important to them. And I can explain this really well with an example of one of my friends from high school. We were pretty close with each other, and we had a couple of different interests like music and stuff, but I'm a really big sports fan. He's also a really big sports fan. But the sports that we liked, I like football and like basketball, and he was really big into soccer. And to be completely honest, I don't really love soccer that much, but I always would ask him questions about his opinions on what was going on in the last big soccer match, or his favorite teams and his favorite players. And actually one day he took me with him to go to see the Columbus Crew, which is the soccer team in Columbus, Ohio. He took me with him to go see a Crew game, so that was a lot of fun. But we related well because he loved talking about what he loved talking about. And in turn, he would also ask me some questions about football. He became a Browns fan because I'm a really big Cleveland Browns fan. But our friendship grew a lot stronger because, I made the decision to come to his level about soccer because I knew nothing about soccer. But I came to his position to learn what games he likes watching, what his opinions were on things, and just love the sport with him. And in turn, he did the same thing with me for football. And to me, that is the best form of respect that you can show another person is knowing them and knowing their story, because the thing that's most important to us are the things that are most important to us. And with that being said, I have one more thing that I feel like is super important to respect that you guys are really running into now, which is becoming more important for good reasons.